What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pile On as a part of Lose Your Ass Media. We're talking some football. As always, we got some bets for you guys. We got a lot of things going on this week. 13 games on the slate. You're just
Yes.
rocking the Jets. My Giants are on a bye week, so I'm backing it up with another NFC team. We're going to
Of
raise the
course.
flag.
Because I've never met someone who has more different team stuff than you. Like
I was
never.
gonna, I was gonna wear my Oregon hoodie tonight, and then I was like, I can't wear 4 college shirts in a
Hey,
row.
by the way, I totally I think that you should have a college team for every conference. Like that's just unless you went to that school,
Right.
unless there's a school you went to. Like for me, obviously, Georgia's my number one, but I root for pretty much everyone in the American Conference, as you know.
Okay.
So, but I think you should have like a school per conference. I think that's cool. Like Duke's my ACC school,
Okay.
and and if Duke played Georgia, I'd probably go Duke
I
because
could do.
Duke's my
I
favorite.
think I would be capable of doing that.
Yeah, I
My
mean it's
My SEC team would be LSU.
now you say that. What about if Kendall was on? What would you be saying right now?
Oh, it'd have to be a War Eagle.
Yeah, exactly. But let's get off the college slate and let's head on to the uh, NFL. We'll start with first game up. Atlanta Falcons are 3.5-point underdogs against the New Orleans Saints. James, what are you feeling here for the spread?
Okay, so a few days ago, I had made a prediction on the show, and the prediction on the show was that Jameis Winston was going to be the Super Bowl MVP.
Yes, and I'm assuming
And
you on
now,
the,
and now he's not even going to be the starting quarterback.
which is so ridiculous. Also, I have a legitimate thing that we could talk about, not right now, but
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't Chicago think about getting him this offseason?
Yeah, they
You
should.
need a guy. You have these two guys. Allen Robinson's probably not going to be there, but Mooney, the rookie, he
Yes.
can go so far down. You're telling me Jameis Winston's arm isn't gonna. That was just my thought of the week, but
I agree.
yeah, I was shocked. I picked up Jameis Winston in one of my fantasy leagues. I'm on a bye week in ours.
Yeah.
But
So what I'm going to take here is both. I don't even know where the game is, but both teams are going to feel at home because they're in a dome.
right,
And they both played each other a few times. So what I'm going to take here is I'm going to take the over, whatever it is.
okay,
I'm going to take the over, but I'm going to take the Falcons plus 3.5, and here's why. Taysom Hill, I'm not fully sold on.
I agree with you on that.
I've never seen him play a game as a quarterback, a full game.
He's exciting. He's somewhat exciting to watch, but it's like I think they're gonna try to do too much gimmicky stuff with him.
And that's
You
why I
know,
think they'll lose the. I don't think
right.
they'll lose the game, but Spencer Ware said something on the show last night, and it really stood out to me. He said 90% of games are all dictated by 3 points or less,
Right.
and I think that this is going to be one of those games.
I agree with you on that. But however, I am taking the Saints at 3.5. Atlanta's defense just isn't that good. And I think it's going to be, and you know, if I had to go up as this is my first time starting as a quarterback, this would be the team I would want to go up against. Just facts.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, and
that's why I said over without a doubt.
Saints are home, and the over under is 49.
Yeah, I would take the over there.
You'll take the over. All right, I'll take the over.
28-27 Saints.
Gotcha. Okay, I like that. All right, next up we got the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Washington Football Team. Cincinnati is opening as 1.5-point underdogs.
If you want to make some money on this beautiful Sunday, coach, bet the Cincinnati Bengals plus.
That's what I did.
Getting points here is ridiculous. They're going up against Washington. The Cincinnati Bengals have kept it close against good teams.
Very good teams.
Not a doubt in my mind that Cincinnati wins this game outright.
Yeah, I agree with you on that too. I think that Joey's going to have a big game, and he seems like he's vibing. Obviously, any rookie that goes up against the Steelers' defense is going to struggle. Washington's defense is not that, you know.
No.
So I think he's going to be in for a big game. The over-under here is 47.5. I'm going to go with the under here. I don't think Washington football team will be able to score that much.
Yeah, what I would do with that is take the under in the game, but back it up and put over on the Bengals.
Yeah, I would put over on the Bengals as well.
Because obviously they're not giving them too many points because they have them losing.
Right.
It's going to be less than Washington, so they're probably giving Washington 26 and maybe Cincinnati maybe 20 or 21.
Just a stat to think of, the Bengals have not won an away game. I believe they have not won an away game. It says they're tied. Oh, they tied in an away game, but they haven't won one. I think this might be their first, Joe Burrow's first win on the road.
Without a doubt.
Yep.
This is the closest thing I have to a lock.
Yeah, me too. But I said this week that Cincinnati, I would have put my down payment on my house on.
Yeah, and guess what, you'd be moving in with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't have much left. But I agree with you on this. I think Joe Burrow, and let's remember, he's at the second half of the season now. He kind of gets his players. He understands the play. He understands his offensive linemen. It takes a lot to read those, schemes, and he's got T. Higgins and Boyd and Green, who is like basically done at this point, but I think that he has a good outing. Washington football team, their defense is okay, but I think Joe Burrow has a really good outing.
Yeah, and I think that the problem for the Washington football team in this game is simply they are not going to be able to keep up with the Bengals. From a scoring perspective.
No. I was also thinking about Washington football team. Sorry. Do you remember when Aaron Hernandez, when he obviously was arrested and had this whole big case? Do you remember when the Patriots, they did the jersey swap because they didn't want anyone? Is Washington going to do that? Who scored Auburn?
Missouri. Sorry.
Got me excited. Are the Washington football team going to do that with their R-word jerseys?
Good question.
Because that would be interesting. That's something I would think about doing. They should.
However,
by the way,
I think they won't.
By the way, same with the CFL Washington Eskimos. I mean, not the Edmonton Eskimos. Who are they're changing their name because Eskimo is offensive as well. So they don't have a name, I believe. So that's another thing.
Hold on. And I do apologize here. Maybe I have a clouded judgment here.
Maybe we.
Why is that offensive?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm not the best person to ask. Ask Google. I'm sure. I'm sure it offends someone in some way, and
that's not a Native American thing, though, right?
No. Okay, hold on. I'm just looking up. It's considered a derogatory term because it was widely used by as a racist term.
Wow. Okay, learn something new every day. I did not know
that. In many parts of the Arctic, it's considered derogatory. So. Educating ourselves. Stop cancel culture and educate. Right?
Absolutely. I did not know that in the Arctic there was many people.
But it's a derogatory term, and we're learning.
Interesting.
It is.
Very interesting.
Next up, a derogatory term that is used on Thanksgiving a lot. The Detroit Lions are playing the Carolina Panthers. The Detroit Lions are 1.5 points favorites in this game currently against the Panthers. Don't know why. The over-under on this game is 46.5. I'm going to hammer in that over.
I agree.
And I am going to go with Carolina here.
Yeah, it's got to be on the Panthers here.
Yeah. It's not that I think the Lions are bad. The Lions just have that fourth quarter, I can't finish it. And they don't really have anything to gain by winning. Not that Carolina does, but Carolina has a newer, younger team where I think Detroit's just got to go with full rebuild.
Yeah.
So but I'd hammer that over.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a high scoring game.
Yeah, for sure. Next up, New England Patriots against the Houston Texans. The Patriots are 1.5 point favorites in this bout. And the over under on this is 49. I'm gonna go the under on that.
Yeah.
I'll go the under on that.
Both offenses struggle for continuity.
Yeah,
Patriots defense and the Patriots offense will allow this to be a low scoring game.
exactly. And I'm gonna go with the Patriots here. I think they're coming off a big win. So
23-20.
yeah, 23-20.
27.
Yeah, I would go with 23-20. I think that's a good call.
Yep.
So
They're a day game on Sunday, right?
they are the day game on Sunday, yes.
Okay.
Next up, we have division rivals of your New York Giants, Philadelphia Eagles, opening as 2.5 point underdogs with the Browns. The over/under on this is 47.5. James, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling like if Nick Chubb runs out of bounds and blows another damn game for me, I am gonna lose my mind. Cleveland big time by a touchdown at minimum. I have no faith in the Eagles, none whatsoever. I don't think the Eagles gain anything on the Giants this week. I don't think they gain anything on anybody. They lose big time. I would say somewhere in the ballpark of 28-2.
Gotcha. Player props are up. I just want to say we normally don't do this, but for Nick Chubb, his rushing yards are over under 70.5. Would you go with the over for him? I know you brought him up.
I would.
Oh, you would. Okay, good call.
Nick Chubb is an explosion runner. You give him 1 foot of space and he's gone forever. So I would never bet the under.
Okay.
Nick Chubb. It wouldn't make sense to me because the guy can go for 70 in one play.
Yeah, Browns have been kind of hard against the spread. They always seem to get like a 0.5.
12.
Yeah, so it's tough, but I'm gonna go with the Browns here, and I'm probably gonna stay away from the over/under. But if I had to pick, I'd go with the under 47.5. I think the Browns defense is also getting their group together,
yes.
And I would say that Carson Wentz has at least one fumble by Myles Garrett.
1 fumble, 1 interception.
Yeah.
And
sure.
1
stupid play. More than 1.
And yeah, definitely gonna be more than 1. And 1 more in the loss column.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Which means
right.
Big blue.
Yeah, I think that the Giants have a real chance, like a better chance than anyone is. Really
good bet. It's a good bet to take right now if you want to get some value for your money.
I might.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers as 10.5 point favorites over the Jacksonville Jaguars. For an NFL game, that's a pretty large spread. But I think the Steelers 10.5.
This is where teasers come into play.
I knew that you were gonna say teaser. What would you do? Like 6.5?
This is a tease where you're gonna tease it down 6 points. You're gonna drop that down to about 4.5 points.
Okay.
And in 2-team teaser, and then you take the under. So the under is what?
46.
Okay, so you're gonna tease that up to 52 with the Steelers minus 4.5.
Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, let's go next up. We have Tennessee Titans opening as 6.5 point underdogs on the Ravens. Now the Titans have had a lot of issues, but that's a very large spread. I feel like for a team that was undefeated 3 weeks ago, and the Ravens haven't impressed me. I'm going to go with the Titans as 6.5-point underdogs here. The over-under on this is 49.5. I got to go the under on this.
Best advice here: buy the buy the half point.
Mm-hmm.
Buy the half point, get it up to 7, just in case of a push scenario. Right. But I do think that the Titans will lose by less than 6.5 anyway.
Yeah, I think they might win. I think it's a possibility that they might win.
It's definitely a possibility. I would take in this game Derrick Henry over rushing yards.
Yeah. Okay. And you over under 49.5. What would you do with that?
I wouldn't touch it.
Wouldn't touch it. Okay.
Yeah. That's a scary over under for me.
It is. All right. Next up, we got the Miami Dolphins and Denver Broncos. Dolphins are 3.5-point favorites.
Mm-hmm.
The over-under on this is 46. I'm going to go – I like the minus 3.5.
Where's the game?
I believe it should be at the Broncos, but let me double-check. I believe it is at the Broncos, but let me get my – I don't think that you think it matters that much?
It's hard to play when you're a mile high up in the air.
That is true. That is true. You bring a solid point up there.
However, it is hard for both teams.
Yeah. Yeah, so Miami is away.
I still think I'm going to take the Dolphins here minus the 3.5. The reason being is because even you bring in the factor of the mile high, you bring in the altitude and everything, I still think the Dolphins have the capabilities of winning this game. They're playing hot. They know that they have a division title.
Broncos have a pretty injured offensive line, and Miami has been going after lately.
Yeah, so. They have. I think this game goes the Dolphins' way.
Over under 46. What are you feeling?
I'll take the over.
I'll take the over as well. But it's going to be a fun, exciting game, I think.
I think it'll be a fast-paced game, and it'll allow that.
It will.
Drew Lock isn't that removed from college too, is right out of college. I think they'll keep up the pace.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. New York Jets are 10-point underdogs versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Over-under on this one is 46. James, what are you feeling?
Feeling like this is going to be the game the Jets win this year.
Really? No. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I do think that they could keep it within 10, though.
I do. And this is another spot where I'm taking a teaser. Jets plus 16. And I would take the over here.
Over 40, would it be then? Or would it be 52 if you do the teaser?
I would take over. It's at 46?
Yeah.
So it would come down to over 40.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like it. That's good. That's a good call.
Jets lose 22-21.
I like that. All right. Next up, we got the Dallas Cowboys versus the Vikings. Vikings are opening as 7-point favorites. The over-under on this is 47.5. I would go with the Vikings at 7.
I'm going to take the Vikings at 7. And believe it or not, I'm going to take under in this game.
Yeah, I'm also going to take under because of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes. And also the Cowboys' defense has not been atrocious.
No. I mean,
the
Vikings offense is better.
And the Vikings defense they've been playing good.
Yes, much better than they had been.
Right. So I think with both of those things coming into play, I think that this game ends pretty low, maybe like 21-14.
Yeah.
Possibly 21. I would say 21-13 because 21-12. I'm sorry, because the Cowboys are going to set up 4 field goals.
Yeah. I agree with you on that.
In the end zone because Ezekiel Elliott is on that team, and every time they get in the end zone, he's going to fumble the ball.
Jeez. You're rough, man. All right, next up, we got the Green Bay Packers versus the Indianapolis Colts. Colts are opening as 1.5-point favorites. They are home, and the over-under on this is 51.5. I'd stay away from that. And stay away from it.
Sorry, I lost you for a second. Which game was this?
Green Bay Packers, Indianapolis Colts.
Green Bay Packers, Indianapolis Colts. I think we know what team is going to win. The better team, the Indianapolis Colts.
Colts. I agree with you on that. I'm going to go with the -1.5 at the Indianapolis Colts. And I'm going to go with the under 51.5.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Phillip Rivers has always had Aaron Rodgers' number.
Also, they have like two very, very good running backs in Hines and Taylor.
Yes.
So once you think you got one of them stopped, the other one will come in and have a big game. I think that that's something that you have to expect.
Absolutely.
I gotta go with Indianapolis Colts. They really impressed me against Tennessee. Really.
And I think what was the spread?
It's 1.5.
Okay, so I think here again, this is a perfect spot for a tease. I would tease that over down to 46.5.
Okay.
I think I'm comfortable with that, and I would tease the Colts. That would be plus 4.5 points. And I think if the Packers do win, it's one of these hell Aarons.
Right.
One point to win by 2 points. I don't see the Packers beating them outright, putting them in the ground.
Well, Colts are the 1.5 point favorites.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I'm
saying. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Gotcha. No, I got what you're saying. Yep. All right, next up, the Chiefs versus the Raiders. The Chiefs are opening as 8-point favorites on the Raiders. The over on this is 56.5. I think
big spreads this week.
Yeah, very big spreads. That's a tough one, but I gotta go the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are gonna have a very good game.
I think the Chiefs are gonna smoke them here.
Yeah.
Retribution game. My best bet for this game is, I don't know what it is, but I would take the Chiefs over team total points.
Yeah.
I would say that's going to be, and I would also bet them to score in every quarter.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. All right.
They're coming for blood this week.
Oh, I agree with you on that. All right, next up, and last game, the Monday night game, which features the Rams and the Buccaneers. Rams are opening as 4-point underdogs. Over/under on this is 48.5. It's both of them are the most confused. Like, these two teams are so confusing, and it could go either way. But I'm going Rams +4. I'm going Rams +4. Going, obviously, Buccaneers -4.
Buccaneers all day.
Okay. And are you going over on the under on
Tom
this?
Brady is going to say, "Listen, Jared Goff, you are nothing. You are a puny quarterback."
Why did you give him like a Russian accent?
Arnold Schwarzenegger, you are puny, you are tiny.
Okay.
You don't know he's actually Russian?
No, I knew. Yeah, Tom Brady's actually.
That's why he went to Michigan, because he knew it was going to be cold there. He was used to his habitat.
So the over or under 48.5?
Over.
Over 48.5. I'm going the under 48.5.
Ooh. By how much?
By how much?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be 21-14 or 21-16 Rams.
Really? You think the legendary Tom Brady's only putting up 2 touchdowns this week?
Yeah.
How many touchdowns is Tom Brady down behind Drew Brees?
I don't know.
4?
Let me check. I'm not sure.
Look at my boys, Rutgers. Look at my boys over at Rutgers right now.
Dude, I can't even talk about Rutgers because I can't even bet on them.
Baby.
All right, let's see. Hold on. NFL comparison. Go. Don't care. I just want to know. Game started.
Put up another TD. Don't worry,
Advan-
Ken. Auburn is about to score.
Good.
Well, it might be a field goal, though.
Whatever. I think they're tied. It says they're tied right now. 564, 564.
564. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Auburn game. I was like,
No. I think they're tied.
taking that over.
I think they're no. The Drew Brees.
Tom Brady regains control of that lead by
Okay.
6 touchdowns this week.
That is and okay. Let's do a bet. If he doesn't have 6 touchdowns this week, what do you have to do? You still owe me from your bet from Notre Dame, Clemson. Don't forget, if you don't pay up, that's why we lost the Cincinnati game, because you didn't pay up your bet.
That's true.
The gambling gods were mad at us.
What was the bet?
You have to, next week, for our NFL pylon or college, well, we do separate college now. So NFL pylon, you need to, every time we say over, you need to take a shot of Jameson, whiskey, whatever you want.
Okay.
And maybe,
good time.
and you know what? Now I'm blaming you because the gambling gods are mad at us.
All right, don't worry. Next week, if Tom Brady doesn't throw 6 touchdown passes,
okay,
this week, is that what it is? We're gonna stick with that number.
Yeah, we'll stick with that ridiculous number. That is a ridiculous number.
If Tom Brady doesn't throw 6 touchdown passes, I will do that original bet that you just said, but I'll do it in a Yankees jersey.
There we go. All right, that's fantastic. There's no way he's hitting 6 touchdowns. There's no way. Patrick Mahomes isn't even going to hit 6 touchdowns this week.
Patrick Mahomes isn't playing the LA Bums.
The Rams are
He's now LV Bums.
All right.
What?
All right. That's you are the crazy. If you think, first off, Tom Brady, I can't even. This is just so ridiculous. But that's our pile-on for today. These will be up on Saturday night, wired after this, so I have to get going. James, why don't you
get it together over there?
Get it together over there? You're the reason I lost my Cincinnati bet today. You're the reason. The gambling gods were mad.
Well, if I lose this Georgia bet because you're a Georgia fan, I'm gonna spaz out.
And you know why? It'll be because the gambling gods are mad at you.
You could be right, because I've had a terrible week.
Holy shit, it's the gambling gods are mad.
The gambling gods are pissed. They are.
I've had a decent week. Decent.
Good.
But gambling gods are mad. We had a good week the week that I owned up to my bet, I believe. I might be lying. So
now, Deirdre, you have to remember. You have to remind me of these things.
I will. I know. Listen, James. It's my job here is tough. It's editing videos. It's getting talent. It's babysitting you. It's like it's the
That's
never
true.
ending. That's the never ending.
Which
thing.
one is the hardest?
Oh God. I wouldn't say it's editing shows. It's finding the time to be able to upload them. That's probably the hardest.
Gotcha.
And then you're a close second, making sure that you're in line.
I've always been the type of person that wants to be number one. So if I start amping myself up over the next few weeks, you know why.
Okay. Here we go. There we go.
I gotta regain number one status of most annoying.
Well, I don't think anyone has taken that away from you. I think that's a title that is rightfully yours.
Absolutely. I want that on my headstone.
Most annoying?
He was number one.
With Aaron Rodgers as the 2021 Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
Dude, if he wins this week, by the way, if he beats the Colts, they're legit. I think they're legit.
They're not going to beat the Colts.
I don't think they are either, but if he does, I think that they're legit.
If he does, I will get on this show.
And call him the GOAT.
And I will make every single excuse for the Colts.
I know you will. I know you will. You'll be like, Philip Rivers is 85 years old. That's going to be your excuse. That's going to be your excuse. All right. Thank you for listening to Pile On. If you like what we produce, please like and subscribe on our YouTube. Follow us on Spotify. We got a a nice interview up there. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. I said that in the front. And we got some more interviews coming out tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
Yep. All right.
All right.
James?
Son of a mother.
I got it.
All right, sweet. All right, guys, stay safe, stay well, stay hydrated.
All right.